A father, just before he passed away, entrusted his belongings to a close friend, asking him to pass them on to his son. When Daniel received the items, he found an old, worn-out leather bag. Opening it, he was stunned to discover $200,000 in cash inside. Overjoyed, because he desperately needed the money, Daniel was about to celebrate his good fortune, but then he noticed a slip of paper tucked among the bills. Assuming it was a final message from his father, he unfolded it. The note instructed him to give all the money to someone else. Furious, Daniel couldn't believe it. He was determined to find out exactly who his father wanted the money to go to. The next day, following the address listed on the note, Daniel arrived at an apartment building. At Unit 58, he saw a woman and her son living there. He stayed hidden and quietly watched them from a distance. He convinced himself that the woman must have been his father's mistress. There was no other explanation he could accept. While watching, he saw the woman take a phone call. Her expression darkened. After hanging up, she tore a piece out of a newspaper and hurriedly left the apartment. Daniel quickly got into his car and followed her. She went into a nearby church, and Daniel slipped in behind her, sitting quietly in the back pew. Moments later, the woman stood at the front of the church and began reading from a newspaper obituary. It was about Daniel's father. It said he had died of cancer, never receiving the recognition or respect he deserved, and that he had left behind a wife and child.
Why is it that I want 5 dirty martinis?
Woohoo!
I can't even think the editors at the LA Times are even bigger pricks than my dad was.
Only then did the truth hit Daniel. This woman wasn't a mistress. She was his half-sister, someone he had never even heard of. Shocked and overwhelmed, he struggled to process it. His father had never mentioned another family. After the memorial ended, Daniel approached the woman, striking up a casual conversation without revealing who he was. Back home, Daniel told his girlfriend everything. He confessed that he didn't want to give the money to the woman and her son. He wanted to keep it for himself. His girlfriend was stunned. She couldn't believe he'd even consider doing that. They argued bitterly. She insisted they should respect his father's last wish, but Daniel argued that he needed the money more than anyone, and since his father left it, it should rightfully be his. Calling him selfish, his girlfriend stormed out, furious and disappointed. Her leaving devastated Daniel. In the days that followed, he drowned himself in alcohol, consumed by guilt and regret. He knew deep down he couldn't go on living like this.